the OHL draft's happening June 12th, and we're planning on going to Kingston to watch it. So felt like this episode would be perfect. Let's talk about like the top prospects moving up in this draft, and maybe just talk about what the scouts are saying about them. Because even me, I got to watch highlights and everything, but you don't truly get to see exactly who they are. But all you could do is to kind of trust the scouting reports. So we can just go through all that.
I was gonna say the craziest thing too is like it's like 15, 16-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like they still have such a long period in their development before, they make the big show.
Yeah.
But like, it's like you're trying to kind of evaluate these players now, and the next 4 or 5 years, they could completely turn around. Or even someone like, that's not highly touted, he could come through, and then afterwards he could be like, a future star, right?
It's just like it's a really cool point in their lives right now.
100%.
Just to go to OHL, because that's a huge stepping stone moving forward.
Even with the draft, I think that's nice this year. I think this is like the first time in a while where they're actually doing like a actual draft with like the players there and stuff like that. So I think for them it's kind of like cool because it's kind of experience for them as well, right?
Yeah, they get to see how like to become a professional at another level 100%. As well. And we could just start talking about we could talk about the first top end prospect according to the scouting report, which is Tanner Adams. He is 15. He's 15 years old actually right now.
Yep.
And he's 194 pounds. He's 6'1", plays center. You're gonna notice it in this draft. It's pretty much all centers and just one defenseman.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy how big, like a couple of these kids like we're gonna talk about too. It's like how big they are, and they're only like 15, 16.
Holy smokes, dude! Even this.
What are they feeding him?
Yeah, like he plays at the Hill. He plays at the Hill Academy right now, and I think Mitch Marner played here, the Hill Academy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, under 16 AAA team. So he had 88 points. I think it was like 88 points in 52 games. Right.
That's right.
He played in the OHL Cup.
The Cup. Okay.
Yeah, I think he had like 4 goals.
That's
like 4 goals. 6 goals in 4 games. Racked up 24 penalty minutes.
That's nuts.
Yeah, this kid, like, they're saying like he plays big. And generally, like, typically what they've been comparing him to is like a Tom Wilson type. Yeah, he's a big boy, and he just steamrolls, uses his physical body.
Grow too.
Yeah. So you want to pull out his
just watch his highlight package.
Watch his highlight. Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I'm just looking at him compared to the other center. I'm like, Jesus, he's a big boy, eh?
Yeah. He's just he plays physical. He's considered the most physical player in this draft.
He looks big. Like he looks
a really
like
good shot too.
No, and even he has good hands. I'm just looking at his hands, and he looks like he can, kind of dangle around some guys. But the biggest thing that kind of stood out to me, like you said, was his size. I'm like watching him take a face off against the other center, and the other center is like at his chest.
Yeah, he's a quick release too. Like he has one of the best shots. Like he drives right through the defenders. You could push him off easily.
It's one thing that's like gonna be interesting to see with him is like now he's big, right, and he's kind of playing against like smaller guys because it's kind of like I think the skill level not skill level, but like it varies a lot when you're playing like youth minor hockey, right? But the interesting part's gonna see like how is he gonna use his size, or will that even like kind of help him in his game when he's playing against guys that are bigger or just as big as him, right?
He's pretty much fully grown.
Yeah.
If you look at his size, right?
Yeah.
Like even at this size, he just needs to like work on a couple of other things. So his issue is pretty much what Tom Wilson's issue is. Like he gets overly aggressive. He starts taking a lot of penalties. That's the only downside to this kid right now. Like everything else is like he knows he uses his size right. He has good amount of speed. He's the most OHL-ready prospect out of all of them. That's like pretty much coming out of all these scouts. Even his former coach at Timmins, Major, said that he's the best player I've ever coached. So that's pretty much high praise coming from there as well.
No, like I think like you said it all, right? Like the biggest things that I noticed is just like the size. His good hands. I saw him like just in the video now that we watched. Really good release.
Yeah, there's some other like short videos you could watch of him as well. They're even like even his playmaking abilities. Like he could read the play very quick too. His vision's really good. Hockey IQ is good. I think hockey IQ is typically the thing
that separates players, right?
Yeah, it's a tool you just can't teach. It's like either you have it or you don't. Right? If you have that, and I feel like if there's other things you need to work on, you can work on that. Size, yeah, of course, like the height wise is harder.
100%.
But I think you could still add like mass and everything if you need to. But I think the hockey IQ is the most important thing I'm looking for.
You know what I mean? Like skating, you can always work on getting becoming a fast skater. Even edge work, like, you know, making sharp returns and stuff, you can always practice on that. Yeah. Shooting, always practice on that. It's just like that IQ thing. It's kind of like, you know, you either have it or you don't. Right?
Yeah, like you like the Tom Wilson comparison. I was saying like the physical play that he does, but at the same time with that body, like the shooting abilities of like a Matthew Tkachuk. Like I would put that. Of course, these are just comparables as a OHL. Like think about all the comparables I'm saying. I'm just saying it at an OHL level, right?
Even like, you know, like that's I'm thinking impressive. Like older player, like kind of like an Eric Lindros, right? When he came through, like bigger kid coming through, and he has like, you know, skill a little bit too, right?
So so it's gonna be fun because next year we're gonna get to see him. We'll see. I think Oshawa is most likely going to end up drafting him. Oshawa's going first, right?
So, I think so. I know. I
believe Oshawa was the last. Oh, they were the worst team this year.
I know.
They will be drafting him.
Mississauga has third. OHL draft order.
Mississauga? You mean Brampton?
Brampton.
Yes. You forgot they moved.
Yeah.
Like I think Elite Prospects considers this guy the most OHL ready.
Yeah, Oshawa and then Erie, Brampton, Sarnia. So we'll talk about thing, but
yeah, we'll talk about that after.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's still 15.
Yeah. So is he gonna get exceptional status?
Yeah, he's getting drafted this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So. The second kid on this list is Kane Cloutier. He's 16 years old. He's 5'11", I think 150 pounds. So he's totally different than Tanner is. Like this kid is he's more crafty, right? He plays for Vaughan Kings under 16 AAA team as well. He recorded 32 goals, things like 58 points in 33 games this year. Same thing OHL. Played in the OHL Cup, had 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Yeah, so this guy is more like edge work. He's like very explosive, right? And just technically more refined. So you're getting a completely different player depending on what you're looking for. You can also put on his highlights as well. Just watch his highlights. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Just rely.
What's his like comparables?
What did I have him as? His comparable is Logan Cooley and a young Mitch Marner. So it's just a blend of both. That's what I have him as. Like his hockey IQ is really good. He can manipulate. He can manipulate plays very quickly. So he has very good vision as well.
Another ad. Need to upgrade the preview. But no, 100%. Like just like based off what you're talking about, it seems like, you know, it's like completely different way. He plays center as well, or
he plays center as well.
Okay.
They're all centers, like, pretty much, and except one defenseman. But same thing. He could navigate the like traffic. He could kind of get away from everything. Decision making is really good. It's like overall, like offensively, he's just a dangerous weapon.
I would say he's still, like you said, 5'11", right?
5'11". Yeah.
Oh, still a big kid.
Yeah, of course. 16. I think all these kids they all grow until they're like 19. So we don't truly know what their size is going to be until then.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how like good these kids are.
Yeah.
Right? Like this kid still has braces and stuff.
Yeah. Just offensively, this kid, he has all the tools offensively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just like the downside that scouts typically say about him is that sometimes that level, he can't keep that same level every shift. So they sometimes see it here and there. So he just needs like that.
More consistency.
Consistency has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But overall, like in this draft, he's considered like the most electrifying.
Okay.
In this draft. So you got to see him?
Yeah, I got to see him.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I was going to say, he made a couple, like I just seen just a couple like really nice passes, like you were saying. And even just his skating, like that's like the biggest thing, right? Like he's good edge work. He's like able to get around players, kind of more shiftier player than what's his name that we talked about earlier?
Tanner,
yeah.
Tanner Adams. Yeah. Like if you're gonna talk about maybe in the OHL, not next year, maybe the year after, you're talking about like a point per game kind of guy. Like you could see him just reaching the top of the charts. Sure. So yeah, as I said, Logan Cooley is a comparable. Mitch Marner is a comparable. He just plays like that. He's a little crafty. So depending on what you want, but yeah, you got this highly skilled player. We'll see how it goes with him. Number 3 is Adrian. How do you say it?
Sandholm, right? Or something?
No. Sgro.
Oh, Sgro.
Yeah.
SGRO.
Yeah. SGRO.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 16, 6 foot, 185 pounds. He's a very mobile defenseman.
That's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
A good puck moving defenseman too.
Yeah. Also Vaughan Kings as well for them. 10 goals, 21 assists, 31 games. 31 points in 33 games. He racked up 100 penalty minutes, man. This guy gets physical. 1 goal, 2 assists in 4 OHL, the OHL Cup games. Like elite prospects too. I think they say like he could play every situation, right? Like he could play offensively. He retrieves pucks in motion. He's really good at transition as well. Like mobility, he could defend rushes. Like even him, when you go like watch him too, like he wants to idolize his game like Zach Werenski does. But if I had to put a comparable, like because this kid's so reliable, you put him in every situation, I would put more like Devon Taves. Like it seems like he's kind of going towards that direction. The only thing is like this downside is that I think scouts were saying that maybe at a high level offensively he may not get there because he may be more of a two-way defenseman. But like I mean, nobody really knows that. He's still young.
He was young. You
right?
can add that to his
and
game.
he can become a Zach Werenski. We don't know, but it's just I think they're more looking at him as being a more of a situational two-way defenseman.
One thing like I noticed watching his highlights like earlier is just like he's able to move the puck really well.
Yeah.
And he's able to, like, you know, from his own end, skate into the opposite end, kind of like start the rush, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing I really noticed.
Yeah. And even the scouts are saying, like, his hockey IQ is, like, his best trait. Like, he's just a very smart player. He could read plays very quickly.
Well, and for a defenseman, it's important because not only, like, you want the hockey IQ in the off, but just to be able to read plays and, like, you know, pick off passes and stuff like that on the defensive end.
Yeah, he just plays under pressure. Like, he could play, like, he's very calm under pressure.
Yep.
Which is, I think that's usually a trait when you start getting into a higher and higher level. Usually that's the first thing starts breaking up, like starts breaking, separating. Like if you can't play under pressure, that's usually the thing. It doesn't matter if you have skating abilities or anything else. Usually if you can't play under pressure, then everything else starts falling apart.
No, and I think for a defenseman, it's like a very key trait to have, right? Because like, you know, if a forward turns over the puck or something like that, you still have the defenseman. But if you turn it over as a defenseman, it's only the goalie, right? So I think it's a key trait to have as a defenseman. Yeah.
So he was also, just to say, but like for Vaughan, he was also the captain.
Okay.
The leadership ability, especially with the team that they have this year. Like the leadership is definitely there too. So you could maybe see him in the future
becoming a captain.
So that's a good.
That's an additional trait, right?
Additional trait, exactly. Overall, the one thing I was just seeing with the scouts is like this is pretty much the defenseman that every OHL coach wants, because you could just play him at any time and he just understands assignments. So that's good, man. I think, if you have a very likable player by coaches, I mean, what else do you want from a player? So there is a chance that he moves up in this draft, depending on, you know, who wants him.
Or what a team needs, right?
Yeah, team needs, right? Like, I'm not really sure about what all these teams need, but he's a kid that could definitely move up to see that. Well, I was saying Devon Taves, but they're also saying like the puck moving ability sometimes, like offensively, they also do see a little spark in Jake Sanderson.
Okay.
Like that's maybe, so that's still a big difference, right? I mean, if you turn into a Jake Sanderson, why can't you turn into a Zach Werenski? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's so young.
Oh yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, as long as he's just working and focusing. And
well, even like the way he plays, right? You think like a modern NHL defenseman.
Yeah,
I think like he kind of fits into that kind of archetype, right? Where like, you know, you want your defenseman to be able to move the puck, kind of like you mentioned earlier. Like, you know, he doesn't crumble under pressure when he has it, or like, you know, he's in like behind the net and stuff like that, which is solid. And the biggest thing I noticed is his ability to kind of lead the rush, right?
Yeah. Prospect number 4, Arjun Nanubhai.
Yep.
And it's funny about talk about him, but I was walking at lunchtime to go meet one of my buddies from work, and then I bumped into his uncle.
Oh, no way.
He tapped me on the shoulder, and he just started talking to me about the fact that he has heard that we're talking about him. I was kind of surprised that, you know, how do we get to hear him? But yeah, we're big you know, prospect fans, and the fact that he's a minority as well, just give him a little push. This is awesome. You know, if he gets drafted, I think if he gets drafted in the top 5, he's considered the highest South Asian to be drafted in history. So I think Manny Motrag went number 7. Caleb went number 6.
Well, even Caleb, and then Prick was up there.
Prick was 29, I think.
Okay.
He went later. In the first. So Arjun could make history, man.
No, it would be crazy.
Yeah. So same thing. He's 16, right? He's 5'10". He's 150 pounds. lighter side, 5'10". I still think that he has room to grow. You can most likely
fill
out. Maybe see him at being 6 foot, 6'1". Centerman, same thing as well. Played for Mississauga Senators, as you know, under 16 AAA team. 22 goals, 25 assists, 47 points, and 32 games. You want to put on his highlights as well?
Let's watch.
Yeah, let's watch it. So Elite Prospects describes his game as like a more he has very explosive skating, acceleration as well, crossovers exceptional. He could just change directions, maintaining speed. What else? He could just whenever he's cutting, crisscrossing, he could. That's like usually his strength of how he gets away from the defenders.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing. What he was saying, his favorite player is Nathan McKinnon, which we talked about before. So that's pretty much what Nathan McKinnon does to edge work, right? That's kind of what he's trying to idolize his game as. I'll say he's very comfortable skating with the puck in the neutral zone.
What a goal!
Yeah.
He's very shifty too.
He's very crafty.
That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. Like even when he's crisscrossing, sometimes he draws in the defender and then he opens up the play for his teammates.
Even like defensively, like there's a couple plays where he's just skating back and back checking. Like, that's not talked about enough with these kids, right? Kind of setting those, what's the word I'm looking for? Those not traits, those behaviors or that work ethic or whatever. Like, setting that young. And rather than having to develop it, like, a player already has that coming up.
And really with nice. Him, so, it's cool. When you look at all these kids, every single kid is having some special ability that kind of stands out against the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like this kid is just compete level.
Mm-hmm.
Like he competes every shift. That's that's what the scouts are saying right now, right? That compared to any of the other skilled forwards, even when they're playing against like the highest level of like when they're playing the best of the best teams, typically like he's the one that always shows up, even if his team doesn't, but he always ends up showing up. So that's a really good trait to have in a player. He back checks, forechecking aggressively. He battles through contact, even for his small size. That guy still battles like he plays player. Bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
One thing I also noticed just watching his highlights too, it's like he always finds like he's always in the right place at the right time, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's like, in front of the net, like a couple times I was watching, he's just like in the right spot for a rebound.
Yeah.
And, just tap in or, just shoot it back in on net. But like, that's what I'm kind of noticing.
Just having high IQ with compete level, like that thing, that's when it comes to traits, those are maybe the two deadly traits to have next to each other. Because if you have both of those, man, especially if you find the right coach, if you get drafted to the right team, with the right coach, and you have those two things, like you could really improve.
Yeah, right? I was gonna say like Mississauga is like in third. I keep saying Mississauga. I'm so used to being Mississauga. Yeah, Brampton. They're in like the third spot, kind of hoping like they kind of take him because I think not only for him, but I think just for the community because Brampton's big Indian community. I think it would kind of be good for the Steelheads too, right? Maybe get some more people into those seats and then like kind of.
Yeah.
See one of your own guys, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about McKinnon, right?
No. Well, McKinnon. So McKinnon is the player that he wants to be. Like he likes to play like him. But I would say he's more. I would say Dylan Larkin, which is speed wise not far apart. Of course, you got McKinnon as the edge work, but I think with Dylan Larkin, especially defensively, just the way he plays, you could say more like Dylan Larkin. That's not a knock on him.
No, 100%.
That's amazing.
I was going to say Dylan Larkin is one of the most underrated players, I think, and no one talks about him enough, right?
Exactly. So just the way speed-wise, just transition offensively, just puck pursuit too. It seems, based on what I've been seeing with the scouting report, that's where it seems like he's pushing for is Dylan Larkin. So yeah, best of luck to him, and
we're rooting for you, both of us.
We're rooting for you, man. Wherever you get drafted, we'll definitely be watching. No, I mean, all these kids, we're definitely gonna be watching them. It's gonna be pretty cool. Maybe in the next few years, when we're we talked about these kids, we understand and we watch them in the OHL. It's like we're part of the journey with them. And
100%.
See where they head, right?
Yeah,
it'd be pretty cool. So number 5 is Logan Prudhomme, right? You could say
Prudhomme.
Yeah, this kid is unbelievable. It's 6'7", 220 pounds, man. Yeah, he's only
6'7".
6'7". Yeah. He's 15, bro. He's still 15. I think he turned 16 in September.
That's nuts.
It's nuts. He played for Upper Canada College under 16 AAA team. Centerman, shoots right. 69 games. He has 96 points. 6 games. He has 8 points in the OHL Cup. That's what he has had. So yeah, put on his highlights too, so you get to see
This guy's big.
He's, you know what's funny? So he idolized his game after Tage Thompson.
Yeah.
Right? And I would say his comparable is also Tage Thompson as well. It's just like Tage Thompson, right?
Tage Thompson's what, 6'5", 6'4"?
No, he's bigger than that.
He's bigger than that?
He's bigger than that. Yeah. That guy's massive. And you could...
God.
Look at him.
He's almost taller than the boards. The glass.
Yeah. I told you. Yeah. He's so good at, using his body the way he's supposed to, just controlling the puck.
Bro, this guy's you have to jump to get over the boards.
Yeah.
He just literally
steps over.
Yeah.
Steps over, man. Like it's just he has soft hands too. Just like for a big guy, even in tight corners, you could see him just taking the puck and actually dangling.
Yeah.
How's his size?
I was gonna say, how's his like skating and speed? Like, because that's what I was gonna say. The challenging with
that's always for a big guy. That's typically what it is. It's always the acceleration, like the first few steps, right? And agility is usually the one that's holding him back.
Yeah.
But I mean, like usually that's usually the most difficult point to improve on. But just he's only 15, man. 15 years old, going to the OHL. He has the body. He's not gonna get pushed around. So he can work hard.
I was gonna say, I think like 2 guys on him like might not be enough, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But like, yeah, he's just stick check defensively, physically. He will take the puck off you, and he gets very he pushes the play, right? Sorry, he pushes the play.
And players too, probably.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like he just uses his body to just kind of control the puck and the pace, and you just can't get the puck off this guy. So what are you gonna do, right?
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Of course, with the size comes net front presence.
Yep.
He bullies his way in, then defenders can't box him out
Box him out, yeah.
Of course. Good at deflecting. He fights for the pucks in the corners, wins a lot of puck battles. That's what you're going to get. At least he knows how to use his body, and he's using that for his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to work his way, right? Sometimes you could be a big guy and you just don't know, even at a young age, how to use it. You're trying to make your game into something that you can't. Like you're trying to be a guy like maybe Jack Hughes, but how could you be when your size is so big and some guys start playing softer? But
100%.
at least he knows how to use his body and push that. So the next thing he just needs to work on is his speed. Just start working on that. I think he lives on campus too. So pretty much what I read was he just gets to get free buffets and everything. So he's just eating.
He's just gonna get bigger and bigger.
He's gonna get bigger. I don't know how much.
Hopefully he's eating right. But
eating right, exactly, right? So just strength wise, he knows reach. He's good at, and I think that's the reason why I think teams are maybe going to push to draft this guy a little earlier, maybe even before 5. Just the fact that he's just already body wise.
So do you think he'll
OHL.
be like more of a project player, or do you think he already has like attributes and stuff like that?
I don't think you could say that. You can any of these players. You can't say anything about the NHL. It's still a very far away. I think you gotta take it one step at a time. You're looking at the OHL. So once you see him play in the OHL, then you look at maybe 1 full year in the OHL, and then maybe next year we can look at each and every of these players and then talk about that. I think it's a little too early to do that when it comes to projects or anything. I think for them is just to adjust to the OHL in the first year and then just take it from there.
Take the next step.
Yeah. You can't get carried away, man.
I'll say 6'7", man. That's big.
Yeah. Nuts, man. For a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're watching him play, you're just like, I think you're in the wrong league, bud.
Yeah.
Overall, I think the team's just gonna bet on the frame, like, and then fill out.
Add to it.
Yeah, add to it. So, it'd be very interesting to see where he goes. And so I was typically only talking about maybe doing the top 5, but then I saw number 6, Cash Quaja, right? 15, 6 foot, 185 pounds, so good size. But this kid is crafty, man. If I have to say deception wise, like he plays for the Toronto Junior Canadiens, right? Under 16 AAA team. So this team already have such a huge history of creating great players. And he's one of their best players. 28 goals, 35 assists, 63 points in 31 games. He had 3 goals, 10 assists in 7 OHL Cup games. So yeah, watch him.
I'm just waiting for this ad.
Yeah, this kid, like he could read the play very quick. Like just pressure wise, he could open the ice for other players. His hands are unbelievable, man. The way he moves, like he is very good. Same thing, plays every situation, logs huge minutes and that's on a team that's a very successful team as well, right? defenders actually get worried about this guy when they're going 1-on-1.
Oh, geez, look at the shootout moves.
Yeah. You saw that, right?
Very shifty.
Yeah. Just even 1-on-1 with defenders, they just back off because they don't know which way he's going to go.
Go and just give him the space,
They
right?
give him the space. And then even when they're focused on him, his teammates open up and then he just passes the puck and creates a play. Very crafty kid. Like if I have to give a comparable with this guy, so this guy's a little harder to be like put a comparable. I think with the craftiness and opening the play up, you could say like a little bit like Jack Hughes. But then when you want to talk about like the edge work and the way he moves, I'll say like Kaprizov. Like it's just it seems like he's building his own path, but like the way he plays is very good. Yeah. But yeah, his coaches are trusting him in every situation. Right. So for the team that he's playing for, that's
pretty good because they have a really good team.
A really good team. Oh, I think with him it's just more of like as the game goes on, sometimes in the third period he starts what the scouts have been saying, like sometimes dips a little bit. Like consistency, right? And then skating efficiency. Sometimes it just seems like he's gone, sometimes he's not. So I think he as he starts maturing up, he will start understanding more how to use his body when, right?
Yeah,
or
use
just
energy,
the energy and everything. Just consistent shift to shift impact. Like he just needs to work on the OHL. I don't think that's a hard thing to improve on.
No, 100%.
Yeah. That's the
gripes to his game. Yeah,
if that is the thing that needs to work on, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
He could definitely elevate his game further. I'm from a lot of the kids. I'm looking at this kid. I think he's going to be exceptional. You're definitely going to see something with him. He also won the GTHL award, Player of the Year award this year. So the guys who won this was Shane Wright, John Tavares, and Connor McDavid. So and he's in one of those same category, just winning them. So look out for this kid, man.
No, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for all these kids, right?
Yeah,
it'll be kind of interesting to see where they go.
Yeah. So as we said, next June 12th. Yeah, it's Friday and Saturday. We're gonna be in Kingston to watch the draft.
Yeah, go check it out.
Enjoy and see how everything goes, and then hopefully we have more to talk about because by then they will be drafted.
Yeah, hopefully we meet a couple of these guys.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're just gonna, if we bump into somebody, great.
Yeah.
But if any of these kids or anybody else wants to, maybe one day in the future interview or anything, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
just follow their journey. It's cool.
Cool.
Just
to
see
100%.
how it goes.
Especially when you start watching them like super early.
Yeah.
And seeing where they go.
And we're like, oh yeah, I remember talking about this kid. Like we were talking about this, and he improved on this. Wow, he's grown a lot. That's
like
awesome.
I say, it's a journey for them, but also like a little bit for us too, right? Kind of seeing where they go and stuff like that too. So.